So, uh, new armor. That, well, I couldn't upgrade the stone set, and I couldn't afford to wear much of it. But I got the chest piece to +4 because +4, or I mean, the chest piece gives you more per upgrade because it tends to be heavier. So, and then also this person.
You've survived. Impressive. If you require rest, now is the time. That is, after all, what the bonfire is for.
So you can use the Firekeeper Soul to reinforce Estus Flask. And I believe I have 2. Question is... Question is, does giving it to her mess with our main other Firekeeper? Because, like, it said we needed Firekeeper Soul to keep the bonfire going. So if we give them to her, would we not be able to get the Firelink Shrine bonfire? That's what I'm not sure about. And I don't want to risk anything. Risking things is gonna be more for the experimental run. Because I'll have at least a little bit of knowledge going into that. Considering I'm purposely keeping it behind this run. You're so loud. Screechy. Wait, I also looked at this. Which, HP, stamina, and equip load, those are very, very nice. However, I don't want to put something on if it breaks. Because, I mean, I know it said breaks when removed, not when you die. But there's still something about that just sits out with me. Alright, thank you for missing. Goodbye. And I don't think I can get past you without yet looking at me. And then there's a guy up there with a bow. Alright. Little rude. Now this is the one boss that I'm going in knowing something about. Because everyone else, I came in knowing nothing. But this, everyone talks about Orenstein and Smo. And I know that you kill one and the other gets a power up. Because everyone talks about it. Doesn't mean I know how to fight him. You move fast. I was about to say, can I at least somewhat ignore Smo? And I don't know if we can. Smo is keeping up a lot better than I thought he would. Entirely because of those rush attacks. And I wonder... Because Smo, it seems like, is staying ahead of Ornstein. So I wonder if it would actually be better to kill Smo first, because I came in thinking they kill Ornstein because he's faster. Obviously, because they do what I do with my weapons, usually. You have one that's speed and you have one that's power. Oh, that is not what I thought you were gonna do. Huh. Please have mercy. Please have mercy. And please stop using projectiles instead just run at me. Mr. Ornstein, sir. Please. I thought you were supposed to be the speedy one. You have to have Smo pushing you forward. Because that is not the direction I rolled. God. What was that? Was Ornstein, like, stuck on Smo? Because that's what it looked like. It looked like Ornstein got stuck on Smo. What was that? Yeah, a lot of this is, at least it looks like to me, a lot of Ornstein getting stuck on Smo, or Ornstein like not moving fast enough, and Smo pushing him forward. Oh, nope. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be better... Please don't get me. I'm thinking it might be best to wait for Ornstein to use his, like, speedy thrust attack. And then to charge attack him. Is that what he's doing? Yep. But he dodged away. And Smo was coming at us. Yeah, noticing Smo really likes to do that running attack. And Ornstein really likes to just normal run at us. I mean, like, there it makes sense, because Ornstein is close and Smo is not. But even when they're at the same distance, Uh, oh, oh. That is not the direction I rolled. I keep forgetting, you do not want to lock on in this game. Oh, I didn't see that you were doing that. Smo is a lot faster than I thought he would be. Almost entirely because he's faster than Ornstein. Oh my god. It's like it's weird because it's like Ornstein can be a bullet when he wants to, but he like doesn't want to be a bullet. Or at least it feels like he doesn't want to be a bullet. Okay. That's probably something where I'm gonna have to learn the timing. But we got him. Yeah. That was extremely loud. And then they go up to full health. I don't think we're going to be shielding those. Okay. So I think this is going to be much more of a... Ow! I think this is going to be much more of a rolly fight. Oh boy. Can I, like, not hit him, question mark? It's like, it really feels like I simply can't hit him. We're all out of healing. Okay. Okay. Alright, so the answer to that is just a book it. Really feels like we want to stay in this middle lane. Oh, I thought you were doing the big slow jump. Okay. But yeah, just... might have to get more upgrades to our armor. But the round one just felt very strange. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but I usually, with runs, go with 2 weapons. One for speed, one for damage. And it feels like that's what they're doing, with Ornstein as speed, Smo as damage. But at the same time, it kind of feels like that's not what they're doing. Because usually Smo was further up than Ornstein, which kind of makes it feel like Smo is more of the boss, and Ornstein is just someone who's sitting back and like, you better keep an eye on me, or I'll poke you down. Which, if that is how it is, then I've misunderstood this boss for forever. Which is entirely possible. Alright. Oh. Hi there. Yeah, it's like, look how big Smo is, but he can just hop around like that. Oh my god. Yeah, you really can't look away from either of them. Because if you look away from either of them, it is just a kick to the teeth. Alright. Alright, so that Smo, like, hone-in bullet attack, that has a much lower dodge window than I thought it would. Alright. Oh. I was kind of hoping to punish that, but then my character decided to roll a second time. I mean, rolling in general, even if you're locked off in this game, feels the most jank it has ever been in the entire series, and then some. No. Okay. Part of me really, really wants to just kick the snot out of Smo because he's faster than Ornstein, which does not feel right. I said, wait, hold on. Is that how we're supposed to fight him? Is that how we're supposed to fight Ornstein? Just the shield and smack method. Again, why the fuck are you faster? Why are you faster? Why are you faster than Ornstein? Okay. Alright, so you can just decide to elongate that attack. Again, when you want to be fast, you're fast. So he has a long range and a short range version of that. Oh, what is that? Dude. It's like, people say that this is a great fight, but the jank hitboxes, man. Like, I was watching him do his weird speed bullet lock-on attack, and he was getting caught on the pillars. And maybe this is just my lack of knowledge, but it felt like it was impossible to tell when to dodge. Mostly because he'd be bullet speeding, and then he'd just stop. And then he'd be bullet speeding, and then he'd just stop. Because he'd be getting caught on the pillars. And it's like... They're loud. How are you supposed to tell the timing? Genuine question. How are you supposed to tell the timing? When he just speeds and then stops and then speeds and then stops and then speeds and then stops. And am I getting... Am I misunderstanding what this boss is about? Is it not about Ornstein speed smo damage? Because my entire video game life hearing about them, that's what I thought they were. Okay. Okay. I mean... Can you hear me annihilating my dodge button? But, like, not dodging? Please leave me alone. Can you hear me annihilating my dodge button? Because that's what I'm doing, just not as hard. But half the time it just doesn't let me dodge. And I legitimately can't tell if... Pick these up just so they're not around. And I legitimately can't tell if that's just, like... the game being jank. Or if there's, like, input lag from OBS. What was that? No, what was that? But yeah, it's like... This feels like the way to fight. Oh, okay. Look, he straight up caught... He was straight up caught on Ornstein. And it's like... When's he gonna go from 2 miles per hour to 20? You don't know. Could happen at any moment. Literally standing there not moving, and he missed. Right. Okay. Took a little bit of damage there, but that's fine. Poke. That is not the direction. Okay. Another instance of I was holding down A and D, which is back right, but when I pressed dodge, I purely went back. Alright. Okay. Man, you're supposed to be the speed guy, but I'm starting to think you're the range guy. Again! Look how jank that is. Like, part of me thinks they probably should have just taken out the pillars. Because the pillars ruin that attack. Oh my god, I can't move! God damn. But yeah. Unless the pillars hold some purpose that I don't understand. Can you hear me annihilating my poor spacebar and just not moving? But yeah, it's like, unless I'm misunderstanding some purpose about the pillars, they should have just been taken out. Because they make his speed homing bullet attack so freaking jank that just watching it hurts my soul. I think it's like the only possible purpose I could see would be like using them to catch Smo during his charge attacks. Or like maybe to stand behind them. To stop those bullets, lightning spears things. Oh my god. But yeah, look how Ornstein is walking thinking he's Darth Vader. Meanwhile, Smo is like football player sprinting at us. I usually watch my stamina, but I wasn't there, so I'm just going to assume I was out of stamina. I feel like there are gonna be a bunch of Dark Souls 1 simps claiming that I, like, hate the game because I keep criticizing it. I don't hate the game, but God, that's loud. That was so loud, I legitimately couldn't hear myself talk. But this game is very jank. And I forgot. Don't lock on. Okay. I legitimately couldn't do anything there. if I tried rolling, can you hear me annihilating my poor spacebar? Because that's what I was doing. I wasn't doing it that loudly, but that's what I was doing. I was spamming my spacebar, and I legitimately can't tell if it's like input lag from OBS, or pretty sure that hit you, but whatever. Or if it's just Dark Souls 1 being that jank. Because this is an extremely jank game. And I love this series, and I really, really want to love this game, but I can't love a game this jank. I can really enjoy, like, I can like, what, is there like a permanent invisible damaging hitbox there from the attack he was doing at the end of round 1? Because part of me kind of feels like there is. Just add to the list of infinite jank of this game. Okay. Please don't charge attack. Kind of surprised that didn't hit me. Okay. I want to get away from that place. In case there is a permanent invisible damaging hitbox. That's that attack, yeah. Oh my god. Can you really not roll until you fully get up in this game after being knocked down? There we go. Soul of Small. Oh, probably because I killed him second. So would it be like 58? Would it be like if you kill Smo first and then Ornstein second, then you get the Soul of Ornstein? Yeah, see, that's much quieter. That's much nicer. No screeches of the damned. Is there anything over there? I know there's something in there. Sun Princess Ring in Dark Souls 3. Oh. Embraced. Alright, so that's Goldie's armor. That's nice. Doesn't look like there's anything else, though. Ooh, bonfire. Oh, it's just another elevator. Doors. So we can get 2 levels. Part of me wants to get vitality up to 35. Just so that way it can be a multiple of 5. But I think we're good to go with damage. Probably. Push. Oh, there's a person there. Hi. Music? No illusory walls?
Thou hast
Hmm?
journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child.
Kneel? Well, I get a Sun Princess ring if I
O
kneel.
chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen
Yeah,
of
you're
Summer.
talking whatever, but the
Since the
sword,
day
scabbard.
Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee.
You may now. Oh, you may now warp between bonfires. Okay, but she said I bequeath, and whenever I hear that, it's like ring, and this is where you get the Sun Princess ring. So I was like, yes, Sun Princess ring. But then she gave Lord Vessel and was like, oh, Lord Vessel is to open the door, but you can warp between bonfires. Cool, nice. That's kind of you. I came here for a ring that gives me health. And I care about that a lot more than warping between bonfires. Because I actually really enjoy walking between the bonfires. I mean, maybe not here in Anne Orlando, but throughout the first, like, big section of the game, the entirety of the game is so far outside of Anne Orlando. It's been great walking between the bonfires, even if they're really far away, because of how much the game interconnects and loops in on itself, and how everything like seamlessly connects. That's been great. I've loved that. That's something that I've gone out of my way to do for very small things just because it's been enjoyable. So I mean, good to have this. I'd rather have the ring that lets me heal.
And beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
Okay, so you say eternal twilight. What's the gigantic light behind you? That doesn't look like twilight to me. I mean, it's 4 in the morning right now. I look outside, it does not look like that outside. I don't know what you're talking about.
O chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far.
Yes. Enter Covenant? Well, entering the Covenant, give me the ring.
Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee.
What?
Once living, now undead, and a fitting heir to Father Gwyn thou art.
Yeah,
O
but
chosen undead, and beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. A grave and arduous test of metal, yea, it shall be. Indeed, we had felt the warmth of fire, its radiance and the life it sustaineth. Without fire, all shall be a frigid and frightful dark.
people say that Dark Souls lore is very obscured, but man, these characters talk forever. But form did obscureth? Obscure. I don't have a definition of it right here in front of me, but. And it's not a word used in everyday life, but wouldn't that mean like. Blurred, faded, something? Made vague? Or not clear? Did he turn into like a puddle?
Please, Father's role thou should assume, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight,
No.
and avert further undead sacrifices. Kingseeker Frout, the primordial
Hey, that guy.
serpent, shall guideth thee.
You mean Flesh Mustache? Because something about Flesh Mustache don't sit right with me. Probably the Flesh Mustache. But also, I'll succeed Gwyn when I get the Sun Princess ring. And it's gonna, every second I don't get it, is gonna bother me from this point on. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not looking anything up. Not until I at least beat the game. At least once. Probably more like 2 to 3 times. Maybe 4. But please, Sun Princess ring. I like health. I really like getting health back.
Please, thou shalt see.
Princess Guard. I mean, it's called, oh, Princess's Guard. Ring? Ring? Ring of the Sun Princess. That sounds a lot like Sun Princess ring.
Hereafter I, Guinevere, shall serveth as thine guardian.
Guardian?
If thou so needest, I shall devote all to thine safety. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
You're like 40 feet tall, and you're saying that you're gonna protect me? So when I go fight, I don't know, like, Ceaseless Discharge, you're gonna come in and, like, kaiju battle them?
Now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
Alright, but sun. Boost Miracle. This ring is granted to those who enter a covenant with Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and the Princess of Sunlight. This slightly lower ring boosts the synergy of miracles. The Princess of Sunlight. What did we last do? So what you're telling me here is the ring no heal. You're telling me the ring no heal. You know, used to me. I'm out of here. If I don't get the Healy ring, I don't care. Oh, warp. Warp. Oh-ho. Firelink Shrine, Sunlight Altar. Where's the Sunlight Altar? Is that the thing by the dragon? That sounds like the thing by the dragon on the bridge where we got the claymore. The, like, broken down statue with the feet. And, like, the moss and leaves growing all over it. On the other side of where we first met, what's-his-face? And Orlando, that's here. Depths. That's sewer area. Undead Parish. That's either Capra Demon area or the place with the dragon. Oh well. So it's not like you can teleport to any single bonfire. Unless you can and I'm dumb. Firekeeper's absent. Well, I didn't give any of the Firekeeper souls. So Return Firekeeper Soul. Yes!
Thank you.
Oh, you talk now.
I am Anastasia of Astora.
Oh, okay. Astora.
Now I can continue my duty as a keeper. But I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend.
Not all.
Forgive me. I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration.
That's fine.
Please, if you have any heart, leave me be. I wish not to speak.
For a second, I was afraid she was going to say, cut my tongue out. I was going to be like, No. Maybe yes on the other character? Just to see what happens, but...
Forgive me. I am impure. Please, leave. I wish not.
Oh, okay. Firekeeper Soul. Estus flat screen force. Oh! Okay, so... we got one Firekeeper Soul down in Blight Town. Oh yeah, there... we have, like, one in Blight Town, one in... the Ceaseless Discharge area. But we didn't see those as options. Maybe there were, like, different things we could click on the top. But, who knows. Okay, but when we went to Anne Orlando and killed the person, and it said, like, to get the Firekeeper Soul back, we got a Firekeeper Soul by killing them. I thought that that meant we had one soul, the one from Blighttown, and then we had one to give back to her to bring her back to life. But I always click twice just to make sure on basically everything. Just in case I picked something up and forgot. But no, so that gave us... so killing them in Anne Orlando gave us that as, like, probably a key item to get her back to life. And it also gave us a Firekeeper Soul to increase our Estus. Cool. This guy's still gone, though. And, yeah, I remember one of the times running back between here and Andre. One time I came around and I was looking for Big Hat Logan, and I came down here and I accidentally Goomba stomped him, trying to talk to this guy.
Oh, hello again. I was waiting to tell you. Master Logan has returned.
Yeah.
And he tells me that he has you to thank. Well, we are both in your debt now.
No problem.
Thank you, sincerely. He's just over there. Go along and have a chat.
He's just over there and he's looking this way. It's like, where is he? I don't have much intelligence. I'm sorry.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see. And pray that...
So, yeah. So you're Big Hat Logan, then. Confirmed. Alright, so you said you're in my debt. Can you get a lawnmower to cut this grass so I can see his face?
Hello there. I was expecting you. As promised, I will share my sorceries. I'm afraid that you are unable to learn sorcery. The basic framework, you see, it cannot be taught. Oh, do not fret. Life isn't all about sorcery. You will find your own way. Don't frown with regret. Peer forward with your head high.
Alright, so... don't have enough intelligence for that. Well, of course you were expecting me. I've been standing here for like 10 minutes, and this guy was like, go talk to Logan.
Hello there. Glad to see you alive.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, well, we got the bonfire back. That's very, very good. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm sometime.
Alright, well, you're still not much use to me. I still don't like you. You flesh mustache.
Heavens, you have done it.
Yeah.
You have retrieved the Lord Vessel.
That I did.
After 1,000 years, it is you. It is really you.
Mm-hmm. Have something in your throat? Yeah, I know.
Forgive me. I really should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that you are ready.
No.
Now, be still.
No. Wait. Wait. I know I couldn't trust him. He ate me. Where are we going? There's a place in Orlando that required a Lord Vessel, and where are we? Oh. Flesh mustache. Oh. Why did you do this to me?
This is the Firelink Chamber for the successor of Lord Gwyn. Now, place the Lord Vessel on the altar.
I'm guessing that's some contraption is this. Bring me back up. Bring me back up. What are those? Those like pot things. But, yeah, bring me back up.
What is it? Place the Lord Vessel on the altar. No reason for pause at this point.
Yes, there is.
What is it? No.
I don't like your flesh mustache. What? What? I'm out of here, alright? I am... Please. I'm out of here. You can't keep me down here. I was really worried that it was gonna keep me down there. That was gonna spawn me right in front of him. Are you still here? Yeah, you are. Are you sleeping? Now you're within attacking range. Yes, yes. Bird that I can lock onto for some reason. On the throne, on the count of three, we both attack him. Okay, we got this. I wonder who to win out of those two. Warp and Orlando. Chamber of the Princess. Huh. Also, no, there's no thing on the top here. Huh. But, yeah, they're... Do you have anything to say?
So you have received a revelation. Very auspicious. I hope for the best. I pray that through you, her wish will be granted.
Whose wish?
Have you heard of Seath the Scaleless? In legend,
Dragon.
he turned against the ancient dragons. He became Lord Gwyn's confidant, was granted dukedom, and was allowed to pursue his research. At the
Dukedom?
Regal Archives, He immersed himself in research on scales of immortality. The one thing that he did not have.
Uh-huh.
But his very research drove him mad.
Oh, did it?
The archives became a dungeon, a place for sinister experiments.
Did it?
Now, nobody dares even approach the Duke's forbidden archives. It looms over this land high atop the mountain. But I should warn against even an approach.
It said high in the mountain. The place with the door that I'm thinking of that required the Lord Vessel was, it was in like a grassy section instead of the normal Anne Orlando look.
If you require rest, that is...
Okay, well, goodbye. Yeah, grassy ground. Good for the, like, moss paints that I've got. It was... Yeah, I think it was this way, up these stairs. Oh, up the mountain. High above this place. Up atop the mountains. Alright, so I figured out why I don't trust her. It wasn't because she talked. Because now our Firekeeper talks. It's because she had, like, a sheath for weapons. Why would a Firekeeper need weapons? I've never seen a Firekeeper that had weapons. That's why I don't trust her. Because I'm at least now starting Dark Souls 1. Our main Firekeeper doesn't have weapons. I think I played a tiny bit of Dark Souls 2 up to like 1 or 2 areas past Majula. I don't think I got far at all. At least I don't remember anything past an area or 2 after Majula. I remember not liking its roll system either, because it only had like 8 directions, like this, 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 and this, instead of the full 360. I remember The Last Giant. I think that's what it was called. I remember an area with a bunch of firefighters and like an area where you had to climb up a ladder and then there was like a tree and a bunch of firefighters. I don't remember much beyond that. So I don't have a lot of knowledge of it, but I remember that Firekeeper didn't really have... Yeah, I don't think he had weapons either. The doll from Bloodborne, no weapons. Firekeeper from Dark Souls 3, no weapons. Melina from Elden Ring. I know that you can summon her for Morgott, but outside of that, she doesn't really have any weapons. Examine. Oh, shielded by Great Lord's power. Not by the Lord Vessel, okay. Similar, not the same. Gotcha. Hey. Goodbye. But I really don't think I beat Dark Souls 2 though, because I feel like I would have remembered more if I beat it. But pair of steps. I want to go here just to see what this is. Just to see what it is. Yeah. This is what I was thinking about. This statue. Oh, Slayer! Hi. How you doing?
Oh, Hello there.
Hello there.
Forgive me.
General
I was
Kenobi.
just pondering about my poor fortune.
Oh no, what's going on?
I did not find my own son, not in Anor Londo, nor in Twilight Blighttown. Where else might my son be?
What?
Lost Isolith? Or the tomb of the Grave Lord? But I cannot give up. I became undead to pursue this. But when I peer at the sun up above, it occurs to me, what if I am seen as a laughingstock?
Nah.
As a blind fool without reason?
Not at all.
Well, I suppose they wouldn't be far off.
But why can't that be your son? Or are you looking for, like, a more personal item? Have a Lord Vessel if you want that. $10 in a Titanite shard. And you can have this Lord Vessel. I like walking around.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
I'm gonna look what incandescent means. Alright, but this gets its own bonfire. That's interesting. Because, like, Firelink, obviously, that would have its own thing because it's the main section that connects everything together. And Orlando, you can only get there through teleportation. Like, even getting there the first time, we had to take a cutscene to teleport. Depths are its own area. Undead Parish is its own area. I don't know why Blighttown and the, like, Ceaseless Discharge area, because we lit the bonfire there. But it doesn't get its own thing. Blighttown doesn't get its own area. That's kind of weird. But Chamber of the Princess, I don't know why that would get its own area. That's strange. Alright, but we found him, so... Where's Siegmeyer? That's what I want to know. And also, where do we go?
No, I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake.
Did you yawn? It's like, ah, God. It's only like, wow. 5 more minutes.
I am pleased to see you well.
I'm...
Is it something urgent?
Warp? We don't have any duplicates, do we? I don't think we do. Outside of, like, Lightning Spear. Oh. Lightning has no bonus. Oh yeah, that's something else I noticed, is I actually can't get the Claymore above +10. When I tried upgrading with the Giant, I could move it to, like, certain other things, like lightning, but it got rid of the bonuses and required a Titanite chunk. No, why not? Crystal... that value 1. Oof. But still, I don't want it. So... So we don't have anything there. I don't think we have anything else, because we haven't really been killing these enemies. Like, these enemies? I mean, we have one boulder thing. Oh, we got these. I can take a look at this stuff after. Same with this stuff. 3,000, wow. But still, warp. I'm guessing that means warp specifically to that one location. But what would doing that do? Would that give us access to, like, the final location or the final boss? Would that take away our ability to warp at the bonfires? I don't know. But also, I don't know where to go.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
Oh, well, I'm pleased to see you safe, as always. A pyromancer's flame is a part of...
Alright, well, we beat Ornstein and Smo. We got the Lord Vessel. We got the ability to warp. So, I think that's a good place to end it. And next time, we will hopefully figure out where to go. Like, which way we need to go next. Or if not, I can at least have a list of possible options. But, yeah. Oh. On the way up to the boss. Stop shooting at me. You can actually do a run jump over to here. Interesting. There's stairs here and an NPC here. So, this is the... This is our other character with the Balder side sword instead of the Claymore, but... Something in your throat?
Oh, what?
I know.
What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, are you?
Yeah.
I took on Sen's fortress alone. But I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven
What?
by conceit.
What?
Ah, you think you're different? But
What?
you can handle it. Yes, I remember that feeling.
Yeah.
For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul searching.
Soul searching in terms of inside of you soul searching, or soul searching like this? I mean, I know I can take it on. That boss was weirdly easy on the other character. Like, weirdly easy.
There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story.
Maybe you?
You bloody fool.
Hey. Don't need to be rude.
Let me give you a nibble of advice.
A nibble?
Don't even consider visiting Anor Londo. Not in your state. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself.
Ooh.
You won't stand a chance. You'll be eaten alive. But go along if you wish. If only to deepen your despair.
In another universe, I already beat Anor Londo. As of recording this, I actually did already beat Anor Londo. And I went there for 2 reasons, man. Alright. 2 reasons. And I only got one of them. But don't worry. I will find a way to get healing. I will find a way to get healing, I promise you that.
Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider. First, the night you won't. But
I mean, in this state, maybe not, but. Ooh, large Titanite shards. Those are nice. Those are good. Greatsword, boy. There's just a weapon called Greatsword. Sea strength. 200, weighs 12. How much does the Claymore weigh again? I think 6. Oh, this is an ultra great sword. One of the gigantic great swords. Ooh. Very few have what it takes to wield this incredibly heavy, damage-dealing monster. Ooh. A favorite of the knights, Baronike. What? Known for their heavy armor and black iron Tarkus. Alright, so black iron Tarkus has been brought up twice now. Who is he? Do we get to meet them? Are they going to be friendly, or are they going to be stabby? But also, part of you wants to do an ultra great sword run now. Just because of like this item description, where you get this. Do tower shield. Battle great shield used by knight. But ultra heavy, very stable and deflect attacks over. One cannot parry, and it said bashes with the shield. This weighs 13, but has 72. 140, 75, 50. I know 75 is good. I think magic is okay, and I think lightning's okay, but 72 stability, can't think English, is good. 13, that weighs a lot, but... But those two are unique. Great Axe I don't think is too unique, and Balder Shield definitely isn't. Oh! So we can get the Katarina set here. We can get the steel set. I think this is what you're wearing purely because of the, like, headpiece. And then the Balder set, which I don't care about. But the steel set looks cool. Katarina set. It looks goofy, but nice to have. Oh, Thunderstone Plate Ring and Magic Spell Stone Plate Ring. Magic Defense, okay.
Let me give you a... Don't even... The Night King, you won't stand a chance, but... Nothing at all? Fine then. Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
Will do. Alright, but... Good to find this. Good to see them. I don't know who that is, but... Good to see... a friendly NPC and a merchant. I mean, even as a 2-in-1. Also, something funny I found about the Balder side sword, at least what I have currently, at full health, I mean, maybe I could upgrade it again and make it a 2-shot, but at full stamina, I can triple poke and it'll kill all of them. Cage key. I've seen 1 or 2 locked things, so I wonder what this is for. Cage. Opens hanging cage and alright. Is this the one near the top that we tried to open but said locked? Or is this for Logan? If a hapless adventurer attempt to overcome the fortress, the serpent men will not kill him but lock him up in a lonely cage. Eventually, unless they've forgotten, they'll drag the victim off to who knows where. Well, that doesn't give us much. That's death. I'm guessing that's where one of the things rolls out. Okay. Well, all the way back up then we go. Alright, so... I suppose it's good that I came here and looked around. Oh. Ow. I thought for sure that was going to be death. Very surprising that it wasn't. Like, until we hit the ground, I was convinced that that was simply death. Because I'm pretty sure in any of the other games, besides, like, maybe Elden Ring, that straight up would have been death. I mean, glad I'm not, but it probably should have been death. Yeah, you keep shooting your bow, but it was this one. Yes, use cage key. Oh, so it's an elevator. Hi, how you doing? Hype. I really thought it was gonna continue down. I thought it was gonna send us all the way to the bottom. Oh, it's here. Alright, do we keep going? Nope. Now we go up. Alright, so that just acts as a way for us to quickly get between the beginning, so Andre, and the boss. Which means we can go and upgrade. Alright, good to know, good to know. So, this is why we have oh yeah. So I'm recording this after I've already beaten all of Anor Londo, including Ornstein and Smo. And now we're just going back and trying to see if we can find some things. Alright, at the bottom right, just above our souls, it looks like there's a door and some stairs that lead to the bottom. So I'm not 100% sure on how to get down there. I have an idea. I'm not sure if it'll work. I think I mentioned it while going through here the first time. And it was like a drop down where there were these little side panels and we could like drop from one to another to another to another. But unless that's the way, I don't know how to get down there, and I don't know how to get to that item. But we have more information now than we did. So yeah, off we go. Do. Whatever you say, man, whatever you say. Methinks that'll get us down here. And it does, it does. That just looks like death drops. Right. So there are a ton of you. If you just keep running, eventually you'll burn enough calories to get in here. I believe in you. Oh my god. I turned and saw this. And I was like, oh, that's a lot of painting guardians. And then I saw the chandelier, and I thought it was like a smoke monster or something, and my heart just stopped. I was so scared for a minute. Because these painting guardians or whatever, they walk straight up to you. And I can take a swing before they even get within range of attacking. Outside of those throwing knives, which do very little damage. And I mean, I was pressing right, but then whatever. No. I'm sorry, my mistake. I was pressing down right. I don't know why you can't roll diagonally unless you're locked off. But hey, get out of here. So they only drop throwing knives then. Oh my god. Yeah, that jump attack locks them in so they can't roll. Alright. Chandelier, sorcery, great magic weapon. Uh-huh. Alright, so I had 2 questions. One was, how do we get down here? Oh, black iron set. Painting guardian sword. Okay, there we go. So you do drop something else. Great sword and black iron great sword. The guy in... I saw that again. It stopped for a second. Ooh. But on the experimental character, the one we're doing right now, found a guy after completely beating Anne Orlando on the main character. Found a guy in Sen's Fortress that sells a great sword, and he sold a great shield. I don't know if it was a black iron great shield, but I know it was a great shield. And then specifically great sword, the one we got there. Examine. But my other question was, how do we get up there? Contraption does not... What? I'm sorry. Move? Is this like DLC? Because I remember in Dark Souls 3, the painted world. Painted world. But he had a scrap, like, Gale had a scrap of it, and you touched it and you got pulled in. And there was a snowy world that you went in through a painting. This depicts a snowy world, and it's a painting. So I'm just gonna assume that that's that. My other question was, I saw a chest up there, and I thought that you could probably get to it from down here. But that ain't looking so. So, what do we do? I do not know. Well, time to go back and look for it. Ah. Okay, so after rolling down onto this and then rolling down onto there and dying, I came back, rolled down onto this to grab my souls, and then I was like, I can roll down into this to get back up. you can do the same on this side. And that's how you get there. Ah. Hi. This is stuff I'm only seeing here on the experimental character. Or first seeing here on the experimental character. Because since I'm not going the entire time recording, I don't feel like I'm being pressed for time at all. I don't feel like I have to keep things moving at all. Which allows me to just really, really slow down and explore. And it's allowing me to appreciate some things. And allowing me to learn some things. Like, thrusting damage is very, very good. The gargoyles that were up here, I don't think I can run jump that. Nah, I'm not gonna try. But the two gargoyles on either side, I four-shot them with that. It four-shot them. They're mini-bosses. And they died in 4 hits. That is absurd to me. Those... I think they're called Tower Guardians or something. I killed them in, I think, 3, maybe 4 hits. Because I did one attack like that, and then I started poking them. And it took 3 pokes. So, they might die in 3 pokes, maybe it's 3 pokes and a slash. And I mean, 14 strength, 30 dex, plus 10 boulder side sword, which I did that before even sitting at the bonfire. I didn't have 30 dex, I had like 26 or 27. But yeah, look at this. You see that? This is a very good armor set. But 1, 2, 3. "14 strength, 30 dex, plus 10. I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding how to do this. Maybe you're supposed to not put all of your large Titanite shards in your weapon. Maybe you're supposed to put some of them into your armor as well. But I'm not really dying. But I am doing a lot of damage. Maybe that's part of the reason I'm not dying, but man, dude, 3 pokes and these guys are dead. That's so absurd to me. Thrusting damage is so good in this game. It's like borderline worthless in the other games. Not worthless, but it's just not... It's not on par with slashing, I would say. I always find far, far, far more success slashing in the other games. But in this game, it's all about the poke. You shield, you poke. It's way too strong. At least compared to the other things, because it's like rolling when locked on jank. Can't rely on that. But shield, poke, even giants fall in like 10 maybe 20 seconds. Yes, the demons don't stand a chance. Wahoo!
Wait, you defeated those monsters?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm saved. This Knight of Katarina hereby commends you. Take this
Huh?
as a token of my gratitude.
Tiny beings ring.
But be warned, gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
Of course, of course. So I just walked in here and killed these three. This is when you have the choice between going left and right. And going right... Yeah, you're coming through on this way. So going left from this perspective, you fight one enemy. Whereas if you were to go this way, I'm closing all the doors I don't want to go through anymore. But going through this way, you have to fight these three, and then there's one up top. At the top of the stairs. But I didn't talk to him after killing those three, but here I did. And we got tiny beings ring. Small increased HP. Rings grant powers large and small. Their discovery and effective use can make it easier. Huh. Oh, is this one of the starting like burial gifts? Because I think pretty sure it's one of the starting gifts in Dark Souls 3, and it has a very similar description of like gives you a bit of HP, which would be good early on, and then it gives you kind of a general description of rings in general, which would only really make sense if it's like the first ring you get. So yeah, I think that's a one you get in the beginning, or you have the opportunity to get it.
But be warned, gallantry entails great risks.
It does.
Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
Okay. So one, how do we get out there, if we can at all? Two, will I have to come back here on my first character? Or will you just be gone now because I already beat the boss here? I don't know. Well, let's go. Okay, so on the experimental character, I brought it up from plus 10 to lightning. That was the only thing I could do. And now I can only do lightning and then this, which is like boss souls, but none of the souls that I had. And yet, doing this really lowered the damage. It got rid of all additional damage, got rid of all parameter bonuses. But it allows us... It requires Titanite chunks, but we can upgrade it. Only the lightning plus 3. But I wonder, is this going to be better or worse? Because I don't know. But we can give it a try. I mean, we can experiment with it. This is the experimental character, after all. But, yeah. So before, when this was plus 9 or plus 10, I could 3-shot these guys with the poke. That did no damage. That only hit once. That hit twice. Alright, so 3-shot. So I upgraded it 3 or 4 times. I think 4 times. Because it went from +10 to lightning. And then to lightning +1, lightning +2, lightning +3. But it's doing the same damage. So, not doing more damage. Again, 4 upgrades doing basically the same damage, at least to these guys. So, not entirely sure if that's even worth it. Unless there are a ton of things that are like weak to lightning, and those guys just aren't. But we'll see, we'll see. So, something that I noticed is, I mean, one, we're using the lightning balder side sword +3. It actually does slightly less than when it was just normal +10. So it does less damage now. Even though we've upgraded it 4 times since then, it does less damage. At least against these guys. But something I've noticed is... Oh, I didn't get to do it there. But I can do 3 pokes before running out of stamina. And these guys die in 3 pokes. So, they don't always do it, but sometimes they'll stand there long enough to allow you to get 3 pokes off. They let me do it like 4 times in a row. So I don't know why they're being so stingy now that I'm recording. Probably because I'm recording. I don't know why the second one didn't go, but whatever. But I can just poke, and they die. And the ones in the boss room, just before Ornstein and Smo, like, not the boss room, but the room that leads to the boss room, they have more health, so can't do that. They take, like, I think maybe 5 pokes. 5, maybe 6. But for all the ones outside of that, I can get 3 pokes off. When they let me? Yeah, like that. And so, you don't really need to wait for them to attack. Don't really need to wait to get my stamina back. And they fall very, very easily. I mean, even when I do have to wait, their attacks are very slow. And so, they're more intimidation factor than anything. And also, something that I realized is, when you're locked on, trying to move at an angle, like, this is back right, but I roll backwards. This is forward right. Moving forward right, but I rolled forward. So, you can't roll diagonally while locked on in this game. There's no 360-degree rolling. There's no even 8-degree rolling. You can, from the perspective of your player character, you can only roll forward, right, left, and backwards. Which means when when you're not locked on, you can roll... If you were to face this direction, you can roll in 8 directions, because you can roll forward, left, forward, right here. Because from your player's point of view, like the character, even if you go forward left, you're still looking forward. If you were to do this in, like, first person, you're still looking forward. But if you lock onto an enemy and you walk sideways, you're still looking forward at the enemy. And in that context, you're only allowed to roll in 4 directions. And the game prioritizes forward and backwards. So if you go forward, or if you go back left, it rolls you backwards. If you go back right, it rolls you backwards. If you go forward left, it rolls you forward. If you go forward right, it rolls you forward. And that's what throws me off so much. Is I'm so used to the later games where forward right makes you roll forward right that, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are definitely times where I'll be pressing left and it'll make me roll right. Or I'll be pressing backwards, like I'll be holding backwards and then I'll press roll and it'll roll me forward. I don't understand why it does that. I think that's the game just being weird and janky. But when roll doesn't, like when the game isn't janky or buggy and I'm rolling, or I'm moving forward right, and then I press roll and it makes me go forward, that throws me off. It's the game working as intended, I'm assuming, because that has been very consistent. Because the way I see it, if something is consistent as in every single time without fail, it's intended. If it's only like sometimes, or if it's a maybe, then it's probably janky or like buggy, you know, not intentional. And so the game only allowing you to roll in 4 directions while locked on and prioritizing forward and backward over left right, for me that's intentional. Like, pretty sure that's intentional. But holding down this and then rolling forward, not intentional. But these guys, all intimidation factor, which is good to know. I mean, as of recording this, I've already beaten Anne Orlando on the main character, and the only 2 things left to do here would be to get Firekeeper Soul back and to kill Ornstein and Smo. But good to know running into the future. And also, I looked at getting the shield past +10. It knocked, like, if I were to do it, it would knock stability down by 29. From 69 to 50, I believe it was. And it would bring up our lightning resistance by 6. So upgrading your shield plus past 10, absolutely not worth it, unless there's something even further beyond after that. But I kind of don't think there is. And even if there is, you'd want to wait until that point, so that way it's an option and you have the materials, and then it'd be worth it. But for now, Absolutely not. But also, we could use the Moonlight Butterfly boss soul to upgrade it, and it lowered everything. Like stability, fire, lightning, physical, everything. It lowered it, all of it. But it raised magic from 30 to 90, so that's an option if you want like a pure magic defense shield, but if you want it for anything else, no. And I mean, even for lightning, I'd say that just keeping it at 10 is the way to go because of the better stability. Because it really would smack the stability down a lot. For this, it might be good after another upgrade or two. By good, I mean net positive compared to plus 10. But this, at least here in Anne Orlando, it either does the same damage or less. Even though I've upgraded it 4 times from plus 10 to lightning plus 3. And to upgrade it again, and I mean, like, it took 2 of these to kill the demon lightning spear guys. Now it takes 3, even if you two-hand it. Which takes all the stamina. Still takes 3, two-handed. Against, like, these guys, it took 3 before, it takes 3 now. I think it takes an extra swing or 2 for the Silver Knights. But, I mean, that might just be like, this area in particular is very resistant to lightning. But it doesn't look like this has been worth it, because it has actively made Anne Orlando more difficult, even after 4 upgrades. But I'm gonna keep it like this, just to see if going into the future, past Anne Orlando, it gets better. I'm really hoping it does, because if not, Titanite shards are just... Titanite chunks, I mean. But I have a feeling Ornstein and Smo, even though we have more knowledge, I have a feeling it's going to be more difficult, because this has been doing a lot less. Like, it's been doing, at least against the Chaos Spear Demon guys, it's been doing significantly less damage. Which, if Ornstein or Smo is resistant to lightning, I don't know, because again, not looking anything up yet. If either of them are resistant to lightning, this is going to be a lot tougher. But, alright. I killed Smo this time. It took a lot longer and way more Estus than I think it should have, because Ornstein was janky. Oh, he got big. Oh, he got big. But it only should have taken, like, 2 healing flasks. But Ornstein was janky as could possibly be. Okay. So you do that attack too? That's questionable. I don't... but... I love when the game doesn't let me move. I realized it was gonna be that attack too late. Because you have another attack where you jump. You have multiple attacks where you jump. Smo kind of didn't. I want to make sure that I have stamina in case he does that. Because that does a lot of damage. Yeah, he's just spamming it. Wow. When something is like your only attack, maybe you're bad. I'm sorry, that's my only prognosis for that. I thought you were gonna do your jump attack again. Considering it's like the only thing you have, apparently. I was about to say, oh, maybe you just had to get all of it out of your system. I'm doing no damage. Are you like super resistant to lightning or something? Because the game really thought that lightning was way better than physical. And it is not seeming so. God, do you have any other attack? My God. It's like fighting juiced up Smo was fun. And that really seems like a juiced up Smo attack. Not a U attack. But you're using it far, far, far more than Smo was. Oh. I didn't think you were gonna do it. Silly me thinking that you were gonna have variety. It's like, if you only did it when the player was behind you or something. Oh boy. If you only did it when the player was behind you, then that makes sense. Oh. But no, you're making it like your signature move. It's been like half your attacks in phase 2. Oh boy. God. Oh, got really close. Damn. Well, we'll try again. But yeah. Fighting Smo in phase, like, for phase 2, Smo 100 times better. Because he actually had attack variety. I think he has less attacks overall, but he uses more. He isn't just butt slam, 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 butt slam. Maybe another attack to throw you off. No, he, like, actually used other attacks. And it was great. But we'll be back for Phase 2 Ornstein again. Alright. Killed him again. Ornstein decided not to... He didn't spam his janky bullet tracking attack that gets stuck on all the pillars. He used it... Oh, hi. He used it 4 or 5 times. Oh, okay. But he used it 4 or 5 times the first time. Like, the first fight? Oh boy. First attempt, that's the word for it. And because he used it 4 or 5 times, it took 5 Estus. Here, he only used it once. And it only took 2 Estus. Does he do this when, like, being put in a corner? Or... am I just extremely unlucky? Because I had someone tell me that. When I was describing my experience, they were like, it just sounds like you're really unlucky. Which... I don't know. Maybe this is just the worst luck Dark Souls 1 run ever in existence. Right, if you're gonna spam a move, that's a much better move to spam than that nonsense. Whoa. I think that was your speed bullet tracking attack. I don't know what the point of... Ow. I don't know what the point of that one attack is. The, like, short lightning thrust. I know it's like a grab attack, but... maybe it's just the jank hitboxes or something, but it's like he jumps back and pokes. Which feels weird to me. I feel like that is probably just another hitbox thing, but... okay. So the trick's to stay close to him. And to recognize... oh, okay. And to recognize when he's gonna do that attack. And to just get out of there. I'm gonna heal... just in case. What was that? So in Phase 2... he doesn't do his bullet attack as much, but when he does, and it really breaks. Is that like oh no, he's going to do a thrust attack. I should dodge backwards, but you're really supposed to dodge forward? Or what? I don't know. Well, whatever. Alright, yeah, so you do get the soul of Ornstein. And humanity. And a Leo ring. What's a Leo ring? I know you get it in Dark Souls 3, but I don't remember. Boost counterattacks of thrust weapons. I mean, that's like my main attack on this character, so probably good, but... Alright, now that I fought both, I mean, I fought them with 2 different weapons, but now that I fought both, I mean, maybe this is just a me thing, but I didn't really enjoy Phase 1 that much. I wouldn't say I disliked it, but everyone talks about how this is like the best fight in Souls history. Which, no, I disagree with. There's Lawrence. There's Lawrence in Bloodborne. Maybe the more I play this, the more I'll disagree. Or the more I'll, like, warm up to the fight. But, I don't know, Phase 1, it just feels super weird and janky, because whenever Ornstein does his, like, homing bullet attack, he gets caught on Smo nonstop. He gets caught on the pillars nonstop. So he'll go from, like, 0 to, like, 30 miles per hour. And he'll be like, oh, I'm going 30. Oh, I'm going 2. Oh, I'm going 30. I'm going 0. Oh, I'm going 30. I'm going 0. I'm going, stab. And, like, there have been times where I've dodged super, super early. And he's missed. There have been times where I've stood still and he's missed. And then sometimes I'll dodge and he'll attack, like, right after, and it'll still hit me. And so it feels... That attack specifically feels extremely janky. Which I think that taking out the pillars, so that way he can just beeline straight to you, would probably make it way better. Because the pillars are a big thing. He really likes getting caught on the pillars. I mean, maybe those are there to, like, stop Ornstein or stop Smo. And so you can get Ornstein by himself, but I tried that, didn't really work. And Smo is very fond of running. He's very fond of sprinting directly at you. And again, I have a very small sample size because I've only beat him twice now, but Smo has been very happy to sprint straight at me, whereas Ornstein likes to walk. He thinks he's Darth Vader. He likes to go slow and menacing. So it feels like the game is really encouraging you to fight or to kill kill Smo first. Because, like, when I was attacking Smo, I did this, and it was like 300 damage. I did this to Ornstein, and it was like 107 damage. I was doing way more damage to Smo. And maybe that's just, like, Smo is weak to thrusting attacks, or maybe it's the lightning infusion that I put on here because for some reason that's what the upgrade does. But I was doing way, way more damage to Smo than Ornstein. And Ornstein was always up in my face. Like, the first run, I killed Ornstein first to fight supersized, or like supercharged Smo. that was hard because I couldn't get to Ornstein in phase 1 because Smo was always directly in front of my face because he was always running, whereas Ornstein was walk. Here, it was super easy, super fast. I mean, when I killed Ornstein first, on the first run, I think that took like 9 minutes. Because I had a timer up. I only had it up that time. Like, for that recording. I haven't done it at all for the rest of Dark Souls 1. But for that specific recording, I had the timer up. And I think I looked down. I looked down at some point. I think it was from the phase 1 to phase 2 cutscene. And we were like 11 and a half minutes in. So I think that fight took like 9 minutes or so. Just for phase 1. I didn't have a timer up this time, but killing Smo took like 2 minutes. It was way faster. Even though you'd think he'd be more of the defensive one. But phase 1 was fine, in my opinion. Again, very small sample size of 2. Maybe I'll change my mind with more experience. That's something that has happened multiple times in the past with the other games. But phase 1 was fine. It wasn't great. Smo was a lot faster and aggressive than I thought he'd be. Ornstein is a lot more passive than I thought he'd be. But I feel like just getting rid of the pillars would help with a lot of the jankiness. For phase 2, fighting Ornstein is not it. Definitely want to go with Smo. Which makes phase 1 way harder. Because killing Ornstein is way harder than killing Smo. Because he's less aggressive. And you have way less opportunities to attack him. And you don't do as much damage to him. Because on this fight with this weapon, I mean, I was doing this. That attack, which, like, it's the heavy attack, for sure. But if you look, it doesn't even take half my stamina. But I killed Smo in, like, 7 to 10 hits with that. Which, I don't think I'm super over-leveled. I mean, I have 33 decks. 14 string, 33 decks. Which does it even better anymore because this doesn't have any scaling. Yeah. But I'm not, like, super over-leveled, I don't think, at least. But killing Smo super easy, but that makes phase 2 awful, because maybe I'm just super unlucky, but supersized Ornstein was nothing but jump attacks. I mean, in the second attempt, he wasn't nearly as much jump attacks, but man, he really liked his jump attacks. But supercharged Smo, he had variety, he was fun. And I enjoyed fighting Smo in a one-on-one way, 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 way more. So I don't know what the difference in Soul is gonna be, but Smo was a lot funner to fight. Like, honestly, if they just took out Ornstein, Honestly, they could make Ornstein his own fight. But if they just had Smo, but like it doubled his health, I would like that way more. Like, double his health, and then at half health, which would be what is currently his normal health now, he gets an upgrade, has some like new moves, new attacks, maybe more damage, maybe bring the lightning damage. I'd like that a lot more. Even if it was like they took Smo, doubled his health, and then when Smo gets to half health, which would be normal, like phase 1 health, then you bring in Ornstein. I don't know, I'd like that more. I just don't want to. I don't know, it's like. The mixture of not being able to roll diagonally while locked on, along with the extreme jankiness, in big part because of the pillars, it just makes Ornstein phase 1 not really fun. And then he's really not fun in phase 2 because he just spams jumping attacks like nonstop. I don't know if I'll show that, but it was just jump attack, jump attack, jump attack, jump attack, jump attack. And it's like, Smo had some variety. I liked Smo. I don't like Ornstein. So, again, there have been multiple fights where I've changed my opinion as time went on by playing more, by doing different builds, by gaining more experience, but I don't really understand why people say this is like the best fight in the entire series. It's like the concept is cool of there being two people and then you kill one and then you fight like a stronger version of whoever's left. The concept is very, very cool. Concept is one of the best in the series. But it's just so janky. And phase 2 Ornstein was nothing but jump attacks. Just jump attack, jump attack, jump attack endlessly. And so, I mean, I think from now on, I'm only going to fight Smo phase 2. But I don't know what the game saved. But I'd say the fight's alright. Like, phase 1 is just okay. It's just okay. Mostly because of how janky it is. Phase 2 with Smo is fun. I'd say that's like high B tier. If they fully revamped the entire game like they did with Demon Souls, and you take out the jankiness, like allow the player to roll diagonally while locked on, would be wonderful. Do that. Phase 2 Smo would probably be like low to mid A tier to me. For right now. Again, might change my opinion with more experience, but man, phase 1 was just not it. Almost entirely because of how janky it was, but yeah. Okay, so I went back in the footage and rewatched. In the first attempt, phase 1 lasted 4 minutes and 40 seconds, or I'm sorry, the second phase lasted 4 minutes and 40 seconds, and he used that slam 25 times. 25 times in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. With, I believe, the biggest combo being 3 in a row. And then on the second attempt, which lasted 4 minutes and I believe 4 seconds, or 4 minutes and 5 seconds, something like that, he used it 11 times, with, I believe, the biggest combo being 4 in a row. And I believe he used it 3 times, and 3 times, and then 4 times. Which, I mean, yeah, he only used it 11 times in the second attempt, but 25 times in less than 5 minutes on the first attempt. That is ridiculous. Real quick, I want to test this.
Very auspicious. I pray that through you...
I want to give both Firekeeper souls.
Have you heard of Seath the Scaleless? But his the arc now it lose. But if you require rest, that is...
Alright. So, I looked at the key items, and there was actually no Firekeeper soul. And so, at the time I was like, well, I don't want to give the Firekeeper soul that I get from the Invadey guy to her just in case. But it lets me teleport to Firelink Shrine, and I mean, we can teleport... Like, we can teleport here anytime. In case we don't get Firelink back. So, I want to test this. So we now... Oh, Sigmire. But yeah, we don't have a Firekeeper soul in our inventory that I know of at all. Alright, so yeah, giving both to that Firekeeper just denies us this bonfire. Good. God, who's dying in the background? Jesus Christ, but good to know. And this time I am going to give Lord Vessel to what's-his-face.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Yep.
You did much for me up above. I am grateful.
No problem.
You know, I was thinking...
You were thinking?
The gates, the old fortress. Was that your doing?
It was. I wish I could see him on the other characters. That way we could do yes and no, but yeah.
Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate. This Knight of Katarina thanks you sincerely.
No problem.
Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Healy ring? I don't really care about that. Yeah, look at this. Dark Souls 3, it only has Xbox controls. This Dark Souls Remastered, I was going to play the original Dark Souls, but there was only Remastered for PC. And Prepare to Die Edition, which sounded like some fan-made version. It's probably not, but it just sounds weird. And also, I only saw it after buying the Remastered, so...
There you are.
Here I
I'll
am.
be heading down below shortly.
Down
There's
below?
nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
Are you gonna die then, because you said that?
There you are. I'll be heading down. There's nothing worth... No worries.
You said you're headed down. I'm guessing down. So the only 3 things there would be New Londo, which I didn't find anything there. Like no boss or way to progress. Drake Valley, which there was a giant door there, but not much else. And Blighttown. But whatever, real quick, let's do this.
Heavens, you have done it.
Oh my god.
You have retreated after. Now, yes.
Yep. So you're gonna bite me again. Yum. So we can give one to that other firekeeper, but not two. But also with one.
This is the firelink chamber for the successor of Lord Gwyn. Now, place the Lord vessel on the altar.
So you can give it to her to bring her back to life, but then also give it to her again to upgrade your Estus. So let's see what this does. Because it decided not to do it on the main character. Now we have a giant bowl. How do we carry that around in our pocket? Where were we storing that? Laser beam? Oh, laser beam into the sky! Oh, that goes away. What? Rest at Lord Vessel? Offer souls to Lord Vessel? Lord Souls. Okay. So we have to get Lord Souls. So there were 3 doors there. I'm assuming we need to go to all 3 to open this. Like, I'm assuming we have to go to all 3. Offer them to this. And then the door will open. Alright. I've only found one of those. But before you were like, do it. Weird McDonald's looking flesh mustache.
Very well. As Kingseeker, I shall now instruct you, the Lord's successor, in your next task. To achieve your fate, fill the vessel with powerful souls, commensurate to the great soul of Gwyn. Scarce few possess such brilliant souls. Grave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Gwyn's soul, and Lord Gwyn's former confidant, Seath the Scaleless. All of their souls are required to satiate the Lord Vessel.
Huh.
Are you ready? Then we shall return. Stay still for a moment.
Okay. Nom. Okay, so that's something you need to do to progress, and it gives you a concrete goal. Again, I only know where one of those are, though. A floppy mustache.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent? The beings who possess these souls have outlived their usefulness, or have chosen the path of the wicked. As the primordial serpent, I implore you to defeat them and claim their souls. Let there be no guilt. Let there be no vacillation.
What? What does that mean? Why you keep using these words I don't understand? Why?
The beings who possess the let them farewell. chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
Uh-huh, whatever you say. Alright. But not seeing
There, I'll be heading. There's nothing. No, well,
not seeing him here on the other character, it's kind of worrying. I mean, I can probably go back to Anne Orlando, kill those 3 knights, and then talk to him. Maybe, hopefully. But yeah, we had a Firekeeper soul from down in Blight Town, but we couldn't use that to resurrect the Firekeeper. So I guess on this character, this is just gone forever. Which is interesting. But that's the point of experimenting. One loss like this on not our main character, that's worth the knowledge gained, so yeah. Alright, came back just to like get the items and stuff, but interesting thing, that's not a one-shot on the Claymore. Claymore at +10. What is not a one-shot? Which means the thrusting damage of the Balder side sword is stronger than the thrusting damage of the Claymore, apparently. Because those are both the heavy attacks. But interesting to know. Interesting. No. But interesting. I don't know about one-handed, but two-handed, it's a one-shot. Nah. Just determined to live, are we? But only one of you. Oh, Tui. Nope. Nope. Only one of you. But very interesting to see what ends up being a one-shot and what isn't. Very interesting to see. No, I don't think I want to use this, the greatsword, on this character, but I'm 100% going to use it at some point. Maybe New Game Plus, who knows, we'll see. But yeah. I brought the elevator down. And then went to the bottom. And Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. Boost Miracles. And then Boost Miracles. I don't care about that. What's the point of this? Why is this here? Is that Gwyn? I don't understand what the point of this is, but new bonfire, I suppose.